Higher prices often mean a good economy. Stocks on Wall Street finished mostly higher after sort of a choppy day of trading. Concerns over the global economic slowdown. We always talk about China, as well as conflicting messages from the Federal Reserve talking about interest rates. Will they continue to stay low, or is there a rate hike coming at the end of the year? Continue to weigh in the global markets. Joining us to talk in studio about the sector being hit the hardest and the local impact is financial expert Laurie Itkin. Always great to see you, Laurie.
Good to be here, Jen.
All right, what has this last week been like for you as you watch the market kind of go up and down again, and then you know what's happening in the San Diego market?
The biotech industry has been completely battered this past week, and we have a lot of companies in San Diego. We're known as a biotech hub, and the stock prices of many of the companies headquartered here, like Isis Pharmaceuticals, Acadia Pharmaceuticals, even Illumina, those stock prices over the past week have fallen anywhere from 15 to 25%. So we're probably having a lot of depressed employees working around, because in many cases, a lot of your compensation may be tied to getting some stock, restricted stock, or stock options. And when the value of those share prices go down, everyone feels it.
Talk to me, Laurie, about how specific pill prices, right? Last week we saw that story that just blew up on social media of the drug turning pharmaceuticals with the drug Daraprim, that they basically jacked up the price from $13 a pill to $750. And it outraged people. And then Hillary Clinton came forward presenting this plan essentially to limit how much big pharma can charge for these drugs. How much is that sort of weighing in on what's happening in the market?
Well, you're absolutely right, Jen. Hillary Clinton tweeted on Monday that she thought this price gouging, as she called it, was outrageous. And then the next day she releases components of her health care plan. But you know, I think it's a bit of an overreaction, because even if she does become president, we still have a Republican Congress. So I highly doubt that in the next couple of years any type of regulations pertaining to price controls on drugs would be implemented. But nonetheless, it scared a lot of investors. And part of it, Jen, is the fact that if we look over the past 4, 5, 6 years, the biotech and biopharma industry, the stocks have gone just up, 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 up. And what happens is when the overall stock market is going well, these high beta stocks do even better. But when the stock market starts retreating like we've been experienced, those high beta stocks typically fall more than average. We saw that in the 2000 time frame with tech stocks. They had been high flyers, and then they got hurt more than the overall market.
Right, the whole tech bubble, we remember that term. Let me ask you, Laurie, you hear probably a lot of people kind of throwing around the term, well, is this a bear market? It's essentially when prices go down, as we've seen, which then encourages people to buy. Is that sort of what we're entering here, or is there just still too much volatility at this point?
Well, the terms a 10% down slide is considered a correction, 20% is a bear market, and now we're looking at really the stock market hit its highs in May. But the numbers really aren't that important. You have two perspectives. Either you've made a lot of money in stocks over the past few years and you want to take some gains off the table, sell some and take some gains, or you're finding this to be a very good buying opportunity. I am very bullish about stocks in the long run. I think that and real estate are really the only ways to create wealth. And so I think for people who are in it for the long run, there's a lot of good stocks to be purchased on sale and start putting some money to work.
Lastly, before we let you go, Laurie, I've only got about 30 seconds. Last week, the head of the Federal Reserve, Janet Yellen, essentially kept the interest rates, the federal interest rates, at near zero rates, the lowest we've seen in years. And yet she also indicated it's likely that she will raise interest rates at the end of the year. What do you think that kind of impact is going to have on the market?
Well, I was surprised that they didn't raise interest rates, and that was a bad signal, because they're saying that the U.S. economy and the global economy can't support a 25% of 25 basis point rise in interest rates. I hope we will raise interest rates later this year. I think our economy can handle it, and I think it will be good for savers and investors.
Always great to have you on the show, Laurie Itkin. Thank you.